Hi, this is Alyssa, and this is my week 4 journal regarding life stressors. After taking the 9-1 assessment in our textbook, my overall score came out to be 200. This is considered minimal stress, as anything between 250 and 500 is moderate stress, and anything over 500 is concerning, which may put you at an increased risk for illness. As for the questions regarding this week's journal, were you surprised with your life stressor score? Why or why not? I was definitely surprised to learn that my score was below the moderate level of stress. I feel I have a great amount of stress in my life from different variables, so I'm not sure why my score didn't reflect that. I know there were a limited number of questions, so that might have impacted my score. One stressor that I thought that wasn't listed is working full-time hours and also going to school at the same time. If the assessment was longer, then I felt I would have answered yes to a lot more questions regarding specific things. I definitely feel stress in my life by anxiety or frequent headaches. These are apparent physical signs of stress. What major stressors are impacting your wellness? The stressors that impact my wellness are moving to a different home within the same city, work-related stressors such as troubles with my boss, getting hours cut randomly due to costs, and taking higher workload and responsibility without increased pay. I also work full-time, and I am a full-time student, so that causes a lot of stress as well. Another factor I've noticed is planning a wedding. I recently got engaged about 5.5 months ago, and trying to plan a wedding is quite difficult. The expenditures from the wedding are also adding up, and that is something that is affecting me financially. Which dimensions of wellness are impacted by stress? I think there are physical, emotional, intellectual, and social dimensions of health are all impacted due to high levels of stress. You can sometimes feel lazy, get frequent headaches, and feel fatigue constantly. You can experience feelings of being emotionally drained, get frequent anxiety, and sometimes feel depressed. I also think stress impacts intellectual health as well. Sometimes you cannot be in the most clear state of mind in order to use critical thinking skills. The mind is usually elsewhere and not feeling present or in the moment. Lastly, stress can also affect your social health. If you are experiencing stress, you may become isolated and not want to be around other people. Stress may affect relationships as you have the tendency to take it out on others. Describe and demonstrate the relaxation technique that you used in your video journal. The relaxation technique I chose was music. I've always found this to be effective personally, as it gives me a sense of calmness. I tend to choose music that is slow and soothing to me, as it simply relaxes me and I enjoy what I'm hearing. I do not get distracted by any outside source, as I am taking time for myself. It seems to be a very effective method and is something I will continue to practice to relieve stress. Do you think the relaxation technique you tried would be effective in reducing your stress level if you practice on a regular basis? Why or why not? I think the method of listening to music would reduce my level of stress greatly if I practiced it on a regular basis. Being able to be by myself and listen to enjoyable music is something that always makes me happy. Doing this on a consistent basis will always be a positive way to eliminate stress. What are major health risks and disease associated with distress? There are many chronic health issues that may be associated with high amounts of stress. Some of these include a heart attack, stroke, severe depression, major sleep deprivation, obesity, bipolar disorder, etc. What 2 strategies effectively deal with distress would you consider using on a weekly basis? I would take advantage of my time management as well as practicing methods of meditation. It is important to take time for business and time for pleasure. If you are constantly being surrounded by stress and not utilizing relaxation time, it will cause many additional health issues. Also, allowing yourself to set aside time to meditate is crucial, as it can free your mind from those stressors and just focus nothing other than relaxation and de-stressing. Thank you for listening to my week 4 journal, and I'll see you next week. Thanks.